There you go.
So, should I be the other way? Landscape portrait?
No, this is fine.
Is that alright? Is that how it normally looks? Because I've never done this before.
Yeah, it looks like that, yeah.
Alright, cool.
Ooh,
Right.
Technical glitches.
Okay, so
So we're live, yeah?
technically we are live
We are live on the couch.
over the internet. Now this is framed up nicely because I've done that, but can I just reframe that one? Is that
Yeah,
alright? Is that
yeah.
okay?
Just hang on there.
Just sorry, just hold on.
This is live. Live, things go wrong.
Oh, it's not wrong. It's not wrong.
No, it's not wrong. It's right. It's just very live.
There you go. That's a little bit better.
Yeah. Is that so? My Ugg boots are in frame.
Yo, yes,
What are you
I think
thinking?
footwear is very important.
Yeah. What are you wearing, Reg?
I'm don't know, black things, just black shoes, I think.
No brand.
So, no brand. I don't do brands. Okay, so welcome everybody. My name is Reg, and this is.
I'm Joe.
She's Joe.
I'm Joe.
I'm from Online Videos Perth. Joe's from Wildfire Social Marketing. We are going to be chatting everything video and especially LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Because there's been a new update, LinkedIn, isn't there? Miss LinkedIn Demystifier.
There has just this week. Pretty much
about it.
the last 24 hours. So LinkedIn it was always going to happen. Interesting, we're on Facebook Live, and now LinkedIn has LinkedIn Record, which is pretty much a version of Facebook Live. LinkedIn Live, that would be awkward, but allowing people to use video live on LinkedIn, which is quite powerful. But right now, it's being rolled out to the influencers. So it's a very a small group of people who have a large audience, like your Richard Bransons, people like that.
So what sort of audience do you have to be classified as an influencer?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, sorry.
No,
None of these questions have been pre-checked or anything. This is totally off the cuff.
large.
Large. Okay, so thousands.
Well, thousands. I mean, if you look at now, it's more about who they are. I mean, people are handpicked. The most recent influencer was Gwen Stefani. She was invited to be an influencer.
Okay.
So they invite people
On LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Wasn't she a singer in a band?
Yeah, she is. But she's got lost to say apparently.
I bet she does.
Yeah. But it was something that they rolled out. It was years ago, really, before Publisher was rolled out to everybody, and they were allowed to publish their articles. And then it kind of got just put on hold. So it's not something you can apply. Like I can go, I want to be an influencer. Not quite. I don't quite have that.
So you have to be invited almost. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. Okay. So let me ask you a quick question. What's your thoughts on LinkedIn's take up of video? Are they doing something that the platform needs, or are they just following trends?
I think it's a bit of both, really. But if you think about the planning stage, I mean, Facebook would have been planning this for a long time to get all the technology working, and LinkedIn as well. And I think just with the advent of video anyway being adopted with all the platforms, it just makes sense. But the fact with Facebook, I mean, you've been able to upload video for quite a while. I mean, photos or video. LinkedIn, you've never been able to do that. So there was always going to be something coming. But the fact that it's live video as opposed to recorded is quite cool. But I'm not sure technically how, the technical can't even say the word, back end, in terms of how long is it available for, does it just sort of fall off the news feed? Is it hosted somewhere? Can we reference it? I don't know.
Okay.
So I haven't really looked into that in depth yet.
It's only just really come out the last couple of days that I've heard
Well,
about it.
overnight pretty much is where people actually started using it. But it's pretty exciting because it means then you can actually bring your personality into your profile. Which leads into...
Well, that was the reason why we're having a chat about it, because I approached you a while ago about doing a video on your profile to do exactly that, bring a personality or bring your personality to your profile so you can be found, remembered and chosen.
Oh, nice one.
Learning. So where do we start, Joe? Where do we start? Okay, well, what's your take on having a video on your profile? Why you have one?
I do have one, and I've just recorded a new
one. Did a new one today.
Exciting.
Yes. So, what benefits do you see for you having video?
Well, video on your profile allows the audience to connect to you. I mean, if you think about how we connect, you connect on a deeper level through video. I mean, I'm preaching to preach, preaching to preach it.
Preaching to the converted, I think it's the same. Not perverted. Although you're talking to me, but converted.
Converted. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But it allows you to, if you talk about how we connect, I mean, in words, it's 7% is what we say.
Yeah.
30 whatever % is how we say it, and then the rest is body language.
Yeah.
I should know this. I should
Yeah,
actually know these stats.
You should know the stats.
57, 55%.
I think that's about 55% is about right.
Yeah. So video obviously brings all that together. So you've got really 100% except being able to go, ooh, hello. You can't do that on video, can you? I can do this straight. You can't.
You can do it on the screen, it'd be weird, but you can do it.
It would be weird, yes. But you can do that with video. Not that.
I don't think we're not encouraging that. That is weird.
Yeah, no, don't do that. But it allows you to kind of, to reach out to people that you speak their language then, for want of a better word. So some people like to take in text, some people like to watch, some people like to hear. So it depends on, that sounds wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah. Only if you've got a dirty mind, Joe.
Oh dear. Yeah, so you're actually talking their language, whether they're visual, audio, or kinesthetic. Well, kinesthetic we can't do video unless we can't do this.
Yeah.
But we can kind of get we can kind of get the experience somewhat. But video also allows you to demonstrate how you communicate or not. Or
lack of communication. And don't do a video then if you've got lack of communication. Make my job very difficult.
But if you've got it, allows your personality to come through. Like now, I mean, how many times have we laughed and just been stupid?
I think we've laughed more than we've actually got any work done, to be honest.
Or maybe me. Maybe I mean, that's, yeah. So it allows you to connect on a deeper level. So you might look at me and go, what an idiot. I'm not working with her. Or you might go, this girl's nuts. She's got Ugg boots on her video.
Yeah.
And she's a bit crazy.
Yeah. Well, as we said before, it is about sort of being found. So do you think the video on a profile will have any say over search? So if you're searching within, because Google obviously, what's the word, prioritizes, thank you, my brain's in gear, prioritizes video when it comes to search. Yeah. Do you think LinkedIn will do that as well? Or is that a little bit going too far?
Well, who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, it would be kind of cool. I mean, because I think at the moment, I'm not sure what the stats are, but I believe from experience, Facebook Live, for example, is getting a lot more visibility than, say, photos right now on Facebook. Because Facebook Live I think it's fresh. Facebook, they're giving it some attention. So, whether you're doing it to your profile or your page, it's a nice way to get some visibility straight away. And who knows, LinkedIn might be the same. It would be kind of cool. If their algorithm's not as advanced, I don't think, as Facebook in many ways, because the way you can't really customize it. But it would be kind of cool to do it.
Yeah. So let's think about, the question I want to ask is, who do you think, apart from just saying everybody, is there particular careers or particular jobs that would benefit more from having a video? So the reason I'm asking that question is I'm thinking about recruiters and job seekers. I know, look, I'm obviously a video person, so I'm going to go, yeah, everybody should have video. But who do you think would benefit the most?
Well, I mean, recruiters, employees, that's actually, if you're applying for a job, that's one way to stand out from the crowd, but are they going to have the funds to invest in video? So this comes back to quality, doesn't it? Whether they engage someone like yourself with the high end, we've seen the behind the scenes on my page, all the equipment we've got going here, versus doing a selfie on your iPhone, which is actually not bad. And it comes down to, I think, the delivery. Like Facebook Live, for example, we're on the iPhone. We're on Reg's iPhone. We're delivering that way. We've got a microphone. That's pretty much it. There's nothing else. It's not fancy. So if you're looking for a job, that's good enough. But if you're doing more of a introduction video, as in like a profile video, would that want to be, that's a question for you. Would you want it to be more higher end, a little bit more, not polished, because you don't want it scripted like a robot. I tried to do that, not good, not pretty.
No, you don't want to be natural.
No, you just want to be speaking. But it's more about the finish, isn't it, as opposed to the delivery.
Yeah, look, from a personal point of view, if you're having a video on your profile, whatever video is on there reflects on you. So this is a bit of a toughie, because generally I would say professional platform, you want to have some sort of professional style video, not necessarily produced by a professional, but if you've got the skills to do it yourself, and I'll be honest with you, look, as you know, I make videos for a living.
I'm glad you're being honest.
I like to be honest. But I find it hard to make videos for myself, because the way I operate, so I've got lights and I've got cameras and I've got
action,
I've got microphones, and so trying to frame up for myself becomes a bit tedious and laborious. So that's why I'm sort of not shied away, but haven't really gone down that path as of yet, but things are going to change. But so I would say, from a personal point of view, I would want that video on there to reflect me. So I would want it to be the best that I can either afford or produce.
Well, you kind of compare it to a profile photo. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Whether you're doing your own selfie versus going and having a photo shoot with a professional photographer, and it depends firstly what your budget is and what you want to get out of it. But even if you've got no budget, you're going to do it yourself, then you want it to be you on a good day. So not you at the pub with a drink, not you with your family.
Or after the pub.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are some choice photos out there. And the same
Which is something you've gone through, because we had this discussion before about different profile pictures.
Oh, yeah.
The strapless picture, the group picture, the cutout from a wedding picture.
All those things that what not to do.
It reflects. I think it reflects poorly. And it's like an afterthought. Look, just put that up; it'll be fine.
But I guess the difference between video and image, because image for profile, well, your profile photo is following you around everywhere on LinkedIn. It's part of your digital footprint, and it's your first impression, and people are judging you based on that. Whereas your video is almost, it's the next step. It's beyond that. So you can, in some ways, you could be a little bit more relaxed, but more in the personality. But you want the quality to be there. You don't want it to be blurry, or you don't want to be on a selfie kind of video going woo, and you're wobbling around, or you're drifting off. You want that person to go, Joe, what are you doing?
Why? Not on the shit, though. Not on the shit. Stop swaying.
He actually did say that to me. I was just, whee, I don't know what I was doing. But if you're doing it yourself, you're in the danger of looking a little bit unprofessional. Or things like you might just not take in your surroundings. You might be, because you're doing it and you focus on what you're saying and how you actually look. You might forget that, there's some crap curtains behind me, or,
They're not that bad, Joe. They're not that bad.
No, but you know what I mean? Or you might
what do you think of the curtains? Are they bad?
I don't like the colour.
They're fine.
Yeah.
They're just curtains.
But you might be at the park and there might be some people behind you doing the wrong thing, or just something that's distracting from the actual message. So yeah. Just
I think the sort of final sum up on that, it comes down to you have to be comfortable with it. If you're comfortable with it being a bit dodgy, then that's fine. But you have to accept the consequences of it being a bit dodgy. Because if you're looking for opportunities and you're using LinkedIn, then who's going to engage with someone who's put up a dodgy picture? You may have the best CV, and you think, right, this person's ticking all the boxes, but I don't know, they've put this dodgy video that their grandkids made or whatever. I for me, that doesn't quite work. I would want to have my best foot forward.
But I mean, we've just talked about one particular target, so job seekers. Sorry,
but
the group that I think has videos like a no-brainer for this group is speakers and trainers, because they're all about their brand. Yeah, anybody who's a personal brand. I mean, every person in business, even employees, have personal brands, but anybody who is engaged for themselves, especially to speak. I mean, I've been booked to speak at conferences because I've got video on my profile, so there's a success straight away. Because there's a demonstrated, response to. That makes no sense. But you're demonstrating your speaking skills, because while you're speaking to camera, it's different to speaking to a stage, a group full of people. The person picking the speakers can see that you can speak, you can string words together, you're comfortable as much as you can be on video. Oh, this is good. I like this. This is easier.
This is fine.
Much easier. But you're allowed then to connect to them through the medium of video, as opposed to just reading a speaker one sheet or a speaker kit or whatever. And
then getting a little picture and
even a show reel. I mean, professional speakers have these show reels done of all their work, but it's still them. It's them in action, which is awesome. But if you're speaking directly to your audience, you can target that message as well. You might say, hi, if you're a conference organizer and you're looking for a speaker, this is what I've done, and you can actually bring it together that way. So I think that's a market that definitely needs to be using video a lot more, and surprisingly some don't.
So technically speaking, how hard or easy is it to actually embed video on LinkedIn? Because I've done a little bit of search on YouTube. I've done it a couple of times, so I know how it's done. But it is quite a stumbling block for people to do. There's lots of videos on YouTube about how to embed videos.
Well, for me it's easy because I guess I do it all the time. But I mean, there's a few places you can put it. So maybe I'll just touch on those. So if you're creating like a profile video, so we've just created a welcome, hi, I'm Joe, welcome to my LinkedIn profile. If you need blah, 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 that sort of thing. Polished video, you'd attach that to your summary, which is you hit the rich media button, the little square box with the little plus sign on. Or at the bottom, if you haven't added, and add a video. And But the thing is, you can't just upload a video to LinkedIn.
So it has to be hosted somewhere else?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think that's where the change will come. They might actually
Right.
add in a hosting kind of platform, like Facebook has.
Yep.
So you need to host it somewhere first. So you host it on your YouTube channel, either yours or if your videographer might be hosting it for you if it's too hard.
Yep.
Link to that. But it's better you do it on your own platform anyway for branding, I believe.
Oh, I always encourage my clients to have their own YouTube channel, even if they just have one video. You know, because at least that provides some sort of connection between YouTube and Google. Has video, they're going to like it. Obviously, over time, that's going to diminish because it's, you know, Google's all about fresh content. But if that's hosted on my site, then that's benefiting me and my YouTube channel.
So it's nice, but it's probably better if you do it on your host it on your channel, and then you link to it on your LinkedIn summary. You can also link to videos on your experience. So every role of your experience, you could go back and create a video for every role, actually doing a summary. When I worked at ABC, this is what I did, and blah blah blah. I haven't done that, but you could do if you're an employee. That's a nice way of using video. Yeah. Actually doing a bit of a summary. So you've got the words here, but here's now a quick 30 seconds to a minute overview of what you big achievements. You could even interview your boss.
Your roles.
There's so much you can do with video.
Yeah, yeah.
See, ideas.
Reference instead of have that telephone reference.
Yeah. So you've left your job. You're going to start your own business, or you're going for a new job. And as you're leaving, do a quick selfie video on your phone. You know, set it up, tripod, put a microphone in, so you've got the big, and then use that, and then ask someone how to do the technical part. So that's those two areas. And then you've also got, you mentioned embedding videos. So another way to use your video is in content. So if you publish a post, so when I get my video back, the new Spandangle one, I could create a post on LinkedIn about, not about me, but there'll be some purpose to the post, and I can embed the video so it plays within the post. So, and that's just purely going to, in the top there's embed video code, and you just get the link once again, pop it in, and it sits there and it plays within LinkedIn, so you don't have to go off to YouTube. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So they're the main places I would put it, and then and the beauty of putting it there, and then you can also share the link as an update on your profile as well, which then it drops off the news feed. But so putting it in a post means you can then market that post. So you could do a post about yourself. It could be a bit of a bio type post about your achievements and, you know, or what you're looking for. So do it slightly different and then market that. Yeah. I'm saying. I've got lots of ideas.
You have lots of ideas, Joe. That is very true. That's very true. So, I don't know. Do you mention the blog post that I wrote about this, or?
Well, you have now.
I have now.
Yeah, you better tell them about the blog post.
Yeah, I wrote a blog post about blog post. I don't think it's called a blog post. About the benefits, top 5 benefits of using. Oh, my memory's shocking.
Top 5 benefits of using video in LinkedIn.
Your LinkedIn profile, and it was a little bit of it was a collab, as they say in YouTube terms. YouTube's a collab.
Collab blog.
I got Jo to add her 2 cents worth as well, which was very beneficial. So that's
5 cents.
5. What did I say? 2 cents.
2 cents.
Oh yeah, it was definitely worth 5 cents.
5 cents.
Yeah, definitely worth 5 cents. So if that's on my website under blog, and you can go and check that out, have a wee read. It's also on LinkedIn, which is a technique that Jo taught me, was to have maybe 3/4 of your blog posts slightly different, but then linking back to your website to again get your traffic back to your website, because that's what it's all about.
It's all about mapping it out. So video, text, photos, it's all content. So map it out and go, right, this goes here, fitting into here. Because you know, LinkedIn's great, but you don't own that sort of platform, and you've got more ownership of your website. So you're better off driving traffic to your website where people can experience more. They can see your services. They can, buy your stuff. Download your ebook, get them onto your mailing list, and engage with you there. So it's about taking them on a journey and then bringing them back to your social media to check out, hang out with you, chat to you. Then they're back over in Facebook, and then we're back to Facebook Live, and it's like a big circular, endless conversation.
It is. Okay, just to change tack slightly, I've always probably been around sort of video for a long time, so
yeah, that old.
I am relatively comfortable on camera, which is quite ironic because when I was young I hated my picture taken all the rest of it, like probably most people. But now I'm okay on camera. What sort of advice would you give to someone who is hesitant about being in their own video?
Are you talking about me now?
No, it's all about you, Jo.
Are you saying I was hesitant to be in my own video.
You
for
were
quite a while.
hesitant to be in your video for quite a while,
I
Joe.
was a little bit hesitant, but yes.
Yes, but you've done a few now, and today was good. Today was quite good.
Did I get a gold star today?
I would say gold star.
Easier? Wasn't as like painful for you to?
Oh, it wasn't painful last time. It took longer.
It just felt
It was
painful
this
to me.
short. It was very short today.
Yeah.
Only a couple of hours. So.
Well, and I guess because I've been there, and I mean, going back when I started my business back in 2009, I was very much I saw myself as a behind-the-scenes person. I wasn't going to be upstage. The fact that I just speak at conferences now is just nuts. I think, who is this person? And the fact that I'm okay talking on video once I've got my head around that I just need to speak and not rehearse. So my biggest tip is, because I got this from you, Reg, stop trying to remember. Just be you.
Yeah.
Speak. Answer the question. So you've created this framework of you ask the questions, and that then triggers the response, and then you can just go into natural conversation speak and forget that you're talking to a camera and I'm talking to you, Reg.
Yeah.
Or my audience, which happens to be your representation of the audience.
Yeah.
So I think, just stop trying to be perfect and just be okay stumbling over words, because how many words have we stumbled over just now? I mean, this is live, obviously, and it's a very different type of video. This is not a polished performance, so don't judge us. But I think when you're doing something like say a profile video, I mean, obviously that's sort of a higher level video than what we're doing right now, because it's got to be more concise and to the point, and it's all about making the right first impression and connecting. Whereas this is just fluff and fun.
Yeah.
Fluff and fun.
Indeed. Well, from my point of view, being the other side of the camera, I've had some horrendous experiences with people.
What's it mean?
No, I'm actually thinking when I used to make adverts for people. I can think of one guy in particular. He was browbeaten into being in an ad for his business because his wife told him he had to, and the guy could barely speak English, never mind open his mouth. So trying to get an actual couple of lines to camera was just it was hilarious. Actually, it became a bit of a running joke in the station. But video is so important now, and if you're not convinced, everyone's doing video. Facebook's got video, it's got live video. LinkedIn, as we just mentioned, has got video now. YouTube, obviously, video. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Periscope, Meerkat, Blab. The list goes on.
Yeah.
So if you're not convinced that video is an important part or should be an important part of your marketing, then you're going to be left behind because everyone else is getting on board.
So it's about getting over. I mean, the biggest hurdle.
Getting over yourself.
Yeah, is you,
yeah.
And also your perception of. I mean, if you look at my current LinkedIn video, which is brilliantly produced by you, Reg, great guidance. But I look and I cringe at myself because I can see that I'm not being me. I'm putting on my video voice, and
it's like, I don't know if maybe I'm a little bit showing my age here, but having a telephone voice.
Remember
you used to have a phone on the wall, and it used to ring, and you used to run and try and answer it first, and you put, hello, Reg speaking, you put on your best voice. It's not like that anymore. People don't want to hear your telephone voice.
Unless it's like a joke. Me and my brother would go, actually no, my friend Phil.
Yep.
This is, hello! And it's really whoever can be loudest. So if I'm at the office, I can't do that.
Yeah.
And he goes to me, you're at work, aren't you? You're in the office now. Yeah. Yeah. But
so
it's right.
It's getting over yourself, isn't it?
Actually, but funny story with video. My first ever professional video I had done, this is years ago before I even knew you. It is hideous. I'm talking about my business, J House Designs, at the time. And, I'm putting on my video voice and I'm trying to remember what I'm trying to say. And it's not hideous, but I look back at the time I thought it was. But my mum watched it and she said to me, oh, yeah, watch your video. Who did your voice for you?
Who did your voice?
Because, I mean, I'm from Yorkshire, and when I do get with my parents, my accent comes out a bit more than it is right now. But
does the flat cap come out as well?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
The ferret up the trousers? No,
oh, yeah. But the fact she said that, and she was being serious.
Oh, really?
That's I thought, ooh, because I put on my video voice, so it's, whereas this is not my video voice. This is just me talking.
Yeah, I'm not posh enough to have a video voice. Or clever enough, to be honest.
I think it's like almost creating a fake profile, keeping up with. You can't keep up with that all the time because suddenly you've got that incongruency. If you go to an event and you start speaking and you're not speaking that way. So when you do your video, like you're saying, just speak like you're speaking, rather than, because I tend to go into my head quite a bit and start
analysing every word.
Yes, and then I think that's the wrong word.
Can't say help. Why can't you say help? It's a good word to use. You do help people. No, I can't say help. It's going to be guy, Help. You're over-analysing.
Yes.
You got to let that go, because that's the hindrance, and that's what you're going to look back on and go, oh, I don't like that. That's because it's the front you put up to make yourself sound and look good, that you think.
Yeah.
But then when you look back, that's what you don't like.
Absolutely.
So you've got to just get rid of it and just be natural.
It's like you're putting up this wall, I think, and that's people won't connect to you because you're not being yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's kind of why I do what I do, actually. I like with LinkedIn. Well, it's a different medium, it's words and a few pictures and videos, but it's about being professional but also being personal. It's that balance of both, so that people can connect to you. And that's why I teach people to put in things like add a bit of personality. If you joke a lot, add in a little bit of humour. Add in what you do on a weekend. You know, something. Obviously, don't list everything you do on a weekend. That is not to do with anything.
Footwear's always a good thing. You're going to mention footwear. I don't have Ugg boots on.
We should do that.
I
Do
don't
you have
actually.
any?
No, I don't. But I meant to get a pair this winter and never got around to it.
All right. I want wildfire Ugg boots. I actually want some with like
branded.
fire. How cool would
That would be awesome.
I've seen branded shoes. Actually, one of my clients and colleagues, she's Monster copywriter. She's got these Monster logo that she had painted on some shoes.
Oh, okay.
So I bet you could paint them onto here.
You could probably get them embroidered. I know a lady who runs an embroidery business, Sew in Time, who would embroider your logo on them for you.
But you want it quite big, you know, like.
Or you could design
Oh,
something.
not necessarily your logo, but just some fire.
She could, she could do that.
Ideas. If you're listening and you do that, get in touch. I'd love to hear from you.
Yep.
You can be a sponsor or maybe a sponsor of our new show.
Our new show. I don't know if it's actually a show yet. I can't even tell anyone's watching. Hello, Mum.
Actually, that's a good point. I can see something on here. I'm actually going to, because we're just talking away. I mean, it's too far away. Hello, I'm coming closer.
Oh,
excellent. We have people here. Hello.
Oh, hello.
We have Arena and we have a Dominic.
Oh, thank you, Arena and Dominic. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, hello.
I asked you to ask us a question, but I can't read the screen. I don't know if it's my eyes.
No, they've just joined us.
Oh, they've just joined us.
Hang on.
Oh, I don't know.
Sorry. Join. No, there's no questions. But if you do have any questions while we're here about LinkedIn and video, we're happy to help.
Happy to help.
Yeah.
Or if you have a question that's not about LinkedIn, but if it's about LinkedIn, you can obviously ask Joe. If it's about LinkedIn, don't ask me because I'm not the person.
Something else. If you've got a question about Ugg boots, we can probably talk about that maybe.
If it's a question about video, then please feel free to shoot me a question. That doesn't sound. It sounds very violent, but send it through to me, and I can answer it in another video or in an email or a phone call, whatever. Always happy to answer questions.
And you can also comment below because obviously with Facebook Live, it's live right now. We've got a limited audience because that's just how Facebook Live works and timings and whatnot.
We didn't really publicise it anyway.
It was just a spur of the moment. We're doing a video. Let's do another video. Yeah. But also this is shared after the event. So if you're watching the replay and you're still here.
God bless you.
Well done. You need a gold star. If you've got questions, pop them in the comments below or messages directly because we love questions.
We do love questions. It makes our life easier and we're very lazy. Well, I'm lazy. All right, Joe. I'm lazy.
Yes.
I admit it. It makes my life easy.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else we think we should cover about sort of LinkedIn and video together? We can obviously talk about LinkedIn and video separately and all sorts of stuff, but together. I'm
sure there'll be ideas, but right now my brain's kind of
kind of fizzing a bit. Is that what that noise is? Yes. Okay.
Oh dear.
LinkedIn video is called LinkedIn Record. Is going to be rolled out. Another question, just I know we're sort of going back a bit.
Okay.
How far away do you think it is that will be available to the rest of the punters on LinkedIn?
Oh, I want to know the answer to that question. Yeah. Well, I want it now. And all these people in my network are going, I want this.
So what about publish then? How long was the gap between influencers publishing and the rest of us?
Oh, well, that was a good question as well. What was it? Because with publishing, they rolled it out to influencers and then they did it by like invite only. So you had to apply to do it and they assessed you.
And you didn't?
Yeah, because I was in the first batch. So I got it in the first, I think there was like 200,000 people. I was in that batch. Yeah, then they had an application process. So I got some of my clients to apply and then they went, everybody can have this.
Right.
And that was over, I think that was probably over about a period of probably 6 months all up. But from influencers to this select extra group was probably about I'm going to say 3 months, but I'm making that up. Yeah. I'm not making it up, I'm guessing.
I don't think they'll wait too long. They'll give enough time to let it breathe and catch a little bit of some attention, and then I think they'll roll it out.
Because I don't really see any benefit to limiting it right now because people are ready for video because we're embracing it everywhere else. So to actually hold back and just let certain people use it, I think they're missing opportunities that went too long. Because people not get annoyed, but there are other platforms doing it. So I think in order to stay in that in that moment, because if you're using
hot.
Well, that's right. So if you're using Facebook Live, I mean, what you might do on LinkedIn, if you're doing some sort of live video, I mean, would we do this on LinkedIn? Possibly, but maybe in a different format, maybe in a shorter format, or
probably a bit more organised.
But actually, yes, less sort of flopping around. But also with Facebook Live, they're recommending anywhere between sort of 15 minutes and 90 minutes is good.
Yeah.
Which I just think 90 minutes sitting watching a video, no, I'm not doing that.
Well,
and I don't expect you to either.
No, but I guess it depends on what. If it's an event, if you're doing like a Facebook Live at an event, then maybe that could work.
If it's like behind the scenes, and if you can't get to the event, then you're kind of watching, through somebody else's eyes.
90 minutes of this, gotta be bored.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can talk for like 90 minutes easily.
Yep. Underwater for 90 minutes, easy.
Yeah. So I think LinkedIn. I think any video though, you need a strategy. I mean, Facebook Live's been around for quite a while, but I only embraced it a couple of weeks ago because I suddenly had a reason to do it. I was invited onto someone else's show, so I did a bit of a test on my own audience, and my reaction to actually having a guest is like, oh my god, I've got an audience. Yeah. Actually, we've got more people signed in.
Oh, wow.
Hello everybody.
That was when I did that Periscope video. Yeah. I've used Periscope I think twice. One of the things I'd like to get into again. But the very first one I did it was my mate bought an FS7, which is a nice camera. We did an unboxing video, and it was like 11 o'clock at night or something. So I thought, let's Periscope it. And then Joe was here. I was like, what? Anyway. Yeah, so it was random.
But it's that whole thing. You think, why am I bothering? Am I going to have today? Are we even going to have an audience? And there's extra people signed in now, which is awesome. But then you kind of think, well, you're just going to get started somewhere and give it a go. And part of doing video is actually getting comfortable. So going back to doing professional profile video, doing things like this actually gets you comfortable with the whole idea of talking to a camera and talking to nobody. I mean, we're talking to a device, but we know beyond the device there are people. And same with the camera. I mean, you can't see the people watching you live, obviously, but they're going to be there eventually.
I think they're behind the camera.
No, but I'm also going to. I can't see. This is too far away.
It is a bit far
away.
Hello,
who have we got here? Oh, Pillar. Hello, Pillar. Did not get a notification that you're live. Missed the beginning. Well, Pillar, it's recorded. We've been talking for half an hour now, and you can go back and watch it all again. So you haven't missed a thing, and it's great. There were lots of jokes.
Oh, it's hilarious. Especially the very beginning, Pillar. Very beginning was
and then
hilarious.
Then about 15, 20 minutes in, every sort of 5 minutes there's an awesome bit.
Yeah. Pretty much.
The whole thing, it's just awesome. Yeah.
So let's wrap it up, shall we?
I think so. I think half an hour is good.
So this is Joe Saunders from Wildfire Social Marketing, Perth's premier LinkedIn demystifier. If you need any help with LinkedIn, you have any question you need answered, there is only one person you need to speak to, Joe Saunders. We're done. Yeah. And all things video, you need to speak to Reg. I mean, you're on his environment. What is environment? What?
In his environment.
It wasn't rehearsed, was it? No.
You know what I mean. You're here. You're in his Facebook Live. You're watching this video elsewhere in his environment. It's a thing. You must think he's awesome, and he is.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I don't know what to say.
And if you watch out how long will my video be out live? Oh, here's a thing.
We've only just shot it and you're asking me putting the pressure on.
So, in a few weeks.
Oh, within a couple of weeks.
You'll be able to see the results of my new updated profile video on my profile.
And if you want your profile video done, let me know.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And as I said, have any questions, let us know and we'll answer them in another video at another time. But today's Friday, it's approximately 20 to 3, which means it's pretty much past beer o'clock, isn't it?
It is.
So why don't you all have a great weekend, and you too, and we'll see you all very soon. How's that sound?
It sounds awesome.
Yeah. How do you stop this? Because the camera's all over there.
We've got to go and press the button now. This is kind of the awkward thing. It's like we say goodbye to you, and now we kind of just...
See, when I was just on television, you just go, thank you very much, and good night, and you stop and pause, and someone else will go, click, all right, we're off now. All right, guys.
You need like a long stick.
Did I press record on that camera?